Hello, hello, everyone. We don't have music today because we're streaming live on Facebook, so no music for you. They don't like us taking music and, so we're just gonna listen to that great sound in our own heads. Hi, everyone. We're just gonna wait for Rachel to join us and we'll get started here in just a second. I guess it is 11, isn't it? Well, if you have a bucket to fill or somebody to thank or a success that you want to share, feel free to raise your hand and we'll bring you in so that we can have that conversation with you. Go back to that last slide for a second, Anna, if you would. I was looking over the Y4C2Ts this morning, and trust starts with honesty really jumped out to me as so apropos for what our world is going through right now. So I just wanted to highlight that thought in our belief system that trust starts with honesty. So we can go ahead and go forward to the fill the bucket. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. Oh, you're still connecting. There you are. Can you all hear me?
Wait. Now try.
I can hear.
Hold on. Oh, I can hear me.
I can hear you. Oh, look at that. Hi, everyone.
What up?
Woo-hoo!
Why don't we turn that volume down and turn this one up? Try that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. This is difficult. Technical difficulties.
I know, and I'm in a different room, so I'm trying new things too. So we're just continuing to figuring it out. Look at that room with agents in it. Are we all social distancing over there? Yes. Safe distances. Hi, Kathy. I see you. So is anybody in your room have a bucket to fill, something good to talk about? Let's start this off.
Do you guys have a bucket to fill? If you have a bucket to fill, you need to be loud about it. Okay. Yeah. Really loud so that people here can hear you.
Okay. I would love to fill a bucket of two different organizations. First off, I want to thank Mike Marcus of Cross Country. He worked his tail off on a very difficult deal where the landlord wouldn't verify income, and somehow a week and a half later, we were able to close on a very, very happy first-time home buyer. So I want to do a big shout out to him for going above and beyond and making not only my clients happy, but us happy here as well. And then I want to give our Van Dyke guys a shout out as well. Justin Kelly, thank you so much for helping my very close and personal friend with insurance issues and a refi. So we have great people on our team, and none of this would happen without them. So thank you.
Woo-woo! It's amazing how much noise just a few people can make. But man, when they brought up the energy level in here, I love it.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good to have agents that are talking and telling us and clapping. I love it.
All right, anybody else has a bucket to fill?
Let's fill the leadership team's bucket.
Yeah.
They've been keeping us together, keeping us focused, keeping us successful, productive, the right mindset.
And how they kept the energy level up while doing that, like huge kudos. Yeah. Like this is exhausting right now. I'm done.
Can I say, I just want to fill DJ's bucket. DJ, where are you? You delivered so huge yesterday. Your agent spotlight. I had just coached several agents on building a farm, and I sent them the link, and I'm like, you've got to watch this. And they're like, this is what we talked about. I'm like, and so it was just it was such a perfect timing, your story, and just watching you from when you first started to now and seeing your success. It's inspiring. So kudos to you, DJ. Thank you for inspiring us all.
A ton of that credit goes right back on Michael Reedy and his coaching.
Sure, we'll give
Hey, Anna, while we're doing this, can you please stop the screen share so we can actually see the people?
Thank you.
Oh,
There you are.
wait. I just want to say, welcome back, Denise. She walked in here today. No cane, no limp, nothing. She was dancing. She was strutting. She was dancing. She was making things happen. Awesome. All right, Kristen, what do you guys got over there?
You know what? We don't have anybody in the house today. We've got agents online. They're there. I know. You guys beat us. Woo, you beat us.
We want to invite you guys to a stormy Cinco de Junio this Friday at 5 o'clock at Parks and Rec, where it's a meet and greet of Stormy Lavin, our new MCA to our group. And then since we didn't get to have a Cinco de Mayo, our culture committee put together Cinco de Junio. And we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna be socially distanced, and we're also gonna have it available via Zoom. In case you don't want to come out, you can still hang out and have some fun with us.
I love that.
Or play basketball or beer
Oh,
pong.
yeah, that's
whatever
it.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's it.
We got some beer pong champions in here.
Rachel and Thompson.
We are the beer pong champions. Anybody want to take us on? Cottrell, I don't know. Cottrell's pretty good.
He was pretty good, and then
After a few drinks, I'm better.
Aren't we all? All right, Kristen, take it away. I'm sorry, love.
No, you did fantastic. I am just so excited that we've got agents in the room. And, you know, Rachel, you and I were talking yesterday about all that's going on in the world. And I just want to say some gratitude that, you know, our company leads bravely. And what Gary put out in that email about what's happening in the world. And then yesterday we had several leadership conversations about how we're responding and what environment that we're setting. And Rachel, what were your thoughts after those conversations that we had with our leadership team about how we have this conversation with everything that's going on in the world here in our market centers?
Well, you know, we have a couple of, sorry, Doug Wagner's trying to call me right now. Like, doesn't he know it's sales meeting time? Come on, dude, what's up? So we actually have, I know Ron Platt's in here, and DJ and Doug and Michael all went down yesterday for the peaceful protest. And Ron, you actually have volunteered somebody for the task force. So do you want to talk about it for a second?
Sure. So as the assistant team leader, I realized that when I was trying to recruit African-American agents, they loved what we had to offer. But when I took them around the office, they didn't necessarily see themselves here, which was an interesting theory because I don't see color myself. I'm from South Florida. We have everybody in our office. So to come here and see that it's very much one-sided was an interesting perspective. So I pulled Kashmir into the discussion and said, what we really need to do is form an empowerment committee so that we can reach out to the Black community and tell them why Keller Williams is such a good company for training and coaching and mentoring. And then from there, what else can we offer the community as far as education to be able to get more of the African-American community to buy homes because they have a large amount of rentals and they don't necessarily trust the whole real estate opportunities. So she took that and really took the empowerment committee to a whole new level, invited agents from other offices, not just Keller Williams offices, but other real estate companies, and created something truly unique. So when I saw that Gary Keller was looking for representatives of the community, I of course nominated Kashmir Parker, who I think would be a stellar leader to represent us on a regional level and through an international basis as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Ron. So we do have already a strong equality committee and we're building an empowerment committee. And we just want to open that invitation out to the Beach office and the Seminole office as we continue to collaborate on all of our activities and our training and our marketing. We want to invite everybody to be part of that. So maybe in this, we can, on the weekly, we'll put the links on how they can get involved in both the Empowerment Committee and the Equality Committee. And it is Pride Month, right?
Yes.
It is Pride Month, and we have, and so our Equality Committee for Pride Month has put together Drag Queen Bingo. And that is, and that's going to be on the 18th. And who are we bringing into that they don't know about yet?
So Daphne Ferraro is actually going to be our host. She is a local drag queen that's done a lot in the community, definitely to support other performers that have really been hit hard by COVID. And we have a really special surprise that neither Bob nor Kristen know about.
Let's tell them.
Oh, what's
So
this?
in addition to doing Drag Queen Bingo on the 18th, in the middle, there's going to be an intermission that's going to be a roast of your leadership. So she's actually going to be roasting myself, Rachel, Kristen, and Bob. So you definitely want to be there.
I'm
So
so forward to that.
I hope Bob's paying attention because this is the first he or you have heard about it. What do you think about that, Kristen?
And none of you have a choice.
Hold on one second. I'll be right.
I guess there was an emergency there. So, so yeah, the Drag Queen Bingo, which is going to be via Zoom, right?
It is going to be Zoom.
Okay, that is on the 18th of June from 7 to 8. So what do you think about that, Kristen?
I think that that's fantastic. I am so excited. I will put on my emotional armor that night so I can be, you know, roasted appropriately. Can you have? Go ahead.
Do you have some emotional armor I can borrow?
I don't know. We're gonna have to make some. Let's sew some. We'll put it on our masks or something. You know, I've got to tell this group that's in front of you that yesterday Rachel wasn't able to be on one of our leadership calls, and Stephen Bush, the team leader from South Tampa, asked me to talk, and I talked about how your equality committee that you guys have formed there, how that has been such a place that has welcomed agents and given them a home, and your committee is a great model for what we can follow in the empowerment committee. So I just want to thank you all for that, for being that place that is inclusive, that is accepting, that is a place that agents from any background can come and feel like they can build a successful business and be welcome, have a good time and connect and have a tribe. So good job for that, and thank you for it, because I think it's going to be a great model that we can use to move forward in this way as well.
Yeah, and I love the idea of us being able to grow it through the 3 offices instead of just being exclusive to one.
I want to throw Jack Smith's bucket for fighting for this in the beginning.
But wait, there was no fight.
Well, no fight. No,
He
we're
said,
bringing it.
hey, why don't we do an LGBTQ committee? And I said, okay. And then there it was started.
Yeah, so thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack, for this.
It was such a battle. Well, we got a lot of things going on in our market centers and in our world and our communities for sure. And, you know, if anybody is struggling on how to cope with what is going on, just please reach out to one of us. There's no reason to be sitting in the dark and worried. There are ways that we can all get through this. And speaking of things that we're getting through, we are also still getting through COVID, right?
Yeah, we are. Let's talk about the condo market, Rachel. You ready for that?
Let's do it. So if Anna wants to share those slides I sent over, that would be great. Is it hot out there, Donna? Yes. It really is. All right. So can you go full screen, Miss Anna? All right, so the condo market we've noticed has been hit the hardest, not more so than the single family residential home market. So I just wanted to pull up some data. This is going to be active listings in downtown. So I've got the square here. This is everything I pulled. I didn't take out 55 plus and I didn't take out luxury. I just put it all together. And so right now we have 98 active listings within this quadrant. In the last 60 days, 24 have sold. I didn't break that down to 30 days, but let's just say 12 sold in the last 30 days. So how many times will 12 go into 98?
8 times.
7, 8 times?
Yeah.
So let's call it a 7.5 month supply of inventory.
8.12.
8.12. Thank you to the smart man with a calculator on his iPhone or his phone. All right, so 8.12 month supply, 8-month supply. So if you're taking a condo listing, that's very valuable information. Because if you take that listing and they're thinking it's going to be under contract, or you think it's going to be under contract in the first 30 days, somebody's going to be disappointed, right? It also impacts the way that you price it. So if you have competition, you need to price it according to the competition. So the average list price, the average unit is 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,829 square feet. Average downtown, this is fun. Average list price, $1,174,000. So low.
That is,
1,174,000 average? No, because you're taking in Townview, Madison, North Shore, Sage. Yeah, but you've got a lot. You got a lot of those 55 plus too. That will Florida de Leon. You got all of those that are also lower price. So that average is pretty high. It's probably better to look at the median price point, which is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 1,500 square feet, 812,000. Okay. In the past 60 days, I wanted to see what has sold. People are calling me.
Thank you.
Sorry, people were calling me. I feel so important. So in the last 60 days, we've had 24 units close. The average was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,542 square feet. Average close list price was $805,000. Average sold price was $760,000. You can compare that. Well, look at the highest price was actually 3.495 list price, $3 million sold price. So that is your downtown condo market, and your average days on market is about 42. For the average for that max property, it was 245 days. So you can see the higher price is going to take a little longer to close. So what's next, Miss Anna? Any questions on the downtown condo market? If you have questions, you can pop them in the chat room on Zoom. There is a question in there, but I don't know, or there's a comment in there, but I don't know whose it is. Do you guys have any questions? I know I'm always speaking very loudly in here, but I feel like I'm yelling at you guys.
Preach, honey, preach.
It's for the phone.
From
thing.
Miami, it's a Latin thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Use my
They
arms
shout all
more.
the time.
Okay. So beach condos. So I went, because we got Seminole part of this, I went all the way up into Reddington Beach and all the way down into Paso Grill. I just did, again, massive, just want to see in general what's happening. If you guys are going to be doing this for a buyer or a seller, you really want to go more into a micro market. I'm looking at a big macro market, both sides, intercoastal and the bay. So active right now, 260 condos active.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Sold
do
a lot.
Rachel, I was just gonna say, do note that the beach market is made up of about 68% condos, the overall makeup of it. So it is normal for us to have more condo listings over here.
Yeah, but you also,
made up of probably 70% of people who don't live here primarily.
yeah, and Michael Thompson was talking about what is the percentage of second homes that are condos on the beach. And if you look at that quadrant of downtown that I pulled, you know, that's probably 85% condos.
Right.
That I pulled. So just taking those things into consideration, when we're looking at any statistic.
Right.
So right now we got 260. The average is a 2.2, 1,300 square feet, 518. And again, guys, we're looking at both intercoastal and the Gulf all combined in here. What's sold? What's 94 divided by 2 is 42?
47.
47. Sorry. Yeah. 47. So 47 have closed in the last 30 days. What's 47 into 260?
5.5. 5.5.
5.5. Somebody was already knowing what I was going to ask. All right. So you got 5.5 month supply of inventory on the condo market, which isn't as bad as that in downtown. Was that right? 5.5, 6. 6 month supply. So anything, traditionally, we've always been taught anything over 6 month supply is
Buyer's market.
buyer's market. Anything under a 6-month supply is, we're right at that cusp. You need to be having that conversation when you're taking a listing. Your buyers have a ton of inventory to choose from right now on the beach. Anybody selling beach condos right now? I have one listing. Yeah. So the average closed is 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,117 square feet, 374 was the list price, 362 is the sales price. We're seeing about a 97%. There it goes again. Audrey was calling me that time. We see about a 97% list to sell price difference there with 62 days on the market from list to close. Just information for you to take back when you're working with buyers or sellers. Any questions that you guys have on that? Okay, we're going to call that a no.
Nope.
We're going to call that a no. So what do we got next, Kristen?
I'd say that's really, really accurate.
Uh-oh.
Well, she just stopped sharing the screen.
Sure show.
Really accurate information. Yeah, you walked out right. I know you've got
No, I heard. I mean, I have a closing on Friday. It was on the market for probably 78 days, and we got similar price point.
Beach condo.
Yeah, it makes sense.
oh, sorry, Don, I just got you putting your lipstick on. Sorry. I'm sorry. We can still have fun. Hey, Anna, can you put the stats back up, please? The weekly update stats. Anna, Bobana. There we go. Just go ahead and screen share that. We'll have fun over here. I don't know if Seminole's on here or not. I don't know if anybody else is on here. I don't know how many people are on here, honestly. And I don't care because we're just going to keep moving on, cruising. Hey, Michael, can you move the box?
Oh, yeah.
I guess you can. So this is Chadwick Marketing Sales Update. Notice a lot of you guys are taking this and putting it on social media and using it in your marketing. And that's why it's being created. Shantae is creating these with our entire admin staff. So we've got Sheila as our kind of core agent services, leading a team of support, which is Anna, who's in the Seminole office, and Shantae here, and they're working collaboratively to give you guys this information. So from May 25th to May 31st, that week, we took 75 new listings for a total of 29 million, and we put 180 units under contract and sold 123 for 35 million. So these are just great stats when people say, is anything going on in the real estate market right now? You can send this.
Yeah, good.
Justin Kelly shared an article with me yesterday, Monday. And it showed like 5 markets and their trends. Oh, yes. So, and it was, let's see, air traffic, hotel reservations, dining reservations, real estate, and I don't remember the other one. But all of them, mid-March, they're like up here and they went down. All of them. Real estate, though, is the only one that's bounced back to about where it started. So if you look at air travel, it was here and it went down here and it stayed down here. Restaurants came up a little, hotels came up a little, real estate is like literally back to where it was February, which is great, right?
Yes, yes.
So are you guys getting out there and making things happen? Thank you so much for bringing me one. Oh, no, screen share. Okay, so what do we got next on there?
I think that next we have once a
Oh,
needs.
she's back.
I am
Hi.
back. Hi. I keep going and coming.
Yeah. We don't know if you're coming or going.
I don't either. I don't know. So next is wants and needs.
We're actually going to do wants and needs locally, I think is what we had talked about doing. Because I don't know how.
I asked Anna to give me control so maybe we can separate out into rooms and so that we can do that. So Anna, give me control and I'm gonna attempt to do this.
Well,
separate.
before we do wants and needs, what upcoming classes do we have this week? I've got the June calendar.
Well, please, Rachel, tell us.
I just pulled it up. So we are trying to do the real tour with all 3 offices. We have 4 quadrants. We're starting with vacant homes. So we're working on getting that back up and running. So if anybody has a vacant listing they want to put on the real tour, next week we are doing the Northeast quadrant. It doesn't matter which real estate, Seminole Beach or downtown. If you have a vacant listing, we would like to put it on the real tour. It cannot be a coming soon since we are doing it with the 3 brokerages. Thank you, DJ, for that. Say again? No, don't tell, don't ask, don't tell. Okay, and then on Friday, Michael is teaching getting buyers off the fence. I'm sorry, on Thursday, Michael. No. But I know that Drew is doing taking command reports and goals on Wednesday. Guys, if you don't know how to use command and you want to learn how to use command better, Drew Carlisle has been doing a taking command series every Wednesday from 1 till 2, and it's really great information. So please make sure that you're plugged into that. Anything else, Ms. Kristen? We do have a contract class with myself and Murray Coleman on the 19th. Woo-hoo! Yeah, he is going to come in.
I think those are our joint classes. I think you covered them. You did fantastic.
Okay. Well, so we're going to peace out and do some wants and needs over here.
That sounds great. I'm gonna stay right here as you peace out.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right, if you are still with me and you're part of the Gulf Beaches office and want to stick around and do wants and needs, anybody have a listing that they want to pitch? We do need to break off into rooms because we can pitch. Anybody who's here can pitch. We just can't pitch coming soons if we're all together. So anybody here have a listing that they want to pitch? Raise your hand if you do. I am watching. I am watching you. I see no hands. I see no hands. Oh, wait, I see a hand. I see a hand. It is Shoba. Shoba, I'm bringing you in. If you can just unmute yourself. Shoba, are you there? You're still muted, honey. Are you there, Shoba?
Yes.
Awesome. I can hear you. I just can't see you. So feel free to go ahead as long as we've got people from many offices on still. So if you would like to pitch your listing that is already active, we can do that. We just can't pitch to multiple, we can't pitch coming soons to multiple offices.
Okay, perfect. So it would be the Kenwood listing at 3000 2nd Ave North. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, very, very gorgeous bungalow. All redone with a metal roof, very nice updates. And I had sold this to the buyer last year and she has to move back to Sarasota. So that's on the market for $350. And let me see what else I can tell you about that. It is not vacant, so if you guys want to show it, just text me or go on showing time. Some days she works at her office, so she has to get home to take her puppies out to show it. And some days she's gone with the puppies, so like I have tomorrow available if somebody wanted to show it. But most days during the week I can show it like after 6:30, and then the weekends are available as well for showings. It's 1,000 square footage and it's a beautiful property. The beautiful sunroom, it gives it 1,500 square footage. Laundry, it's a double corner lot, beautiful lot over there in Kenwood. So if you have any buyers interested, let me know. She is moving and she has contract on a home to move in Sarasota. So
And what's the address on that one more time, Shobha?
it's 3000 2nd Ave North. It's got all new windows, new water heater, new fence. Like I said, new metal roof. So it's a beautiful move-in ready home. Great locations, the best street there in Kenwood.
If you can see, I've got my screen shared and I can give you a little tour here.
Thank you, Kristen.
A little tour. I always put an extra syllable, tour. It's my only Southern word. I'm gonna take you on a tour. Oh, look at this.
There is a virtual tour as well that you can share with your buyers too.
All right. So you got a little tour. Y'all had to say it like that today, tour. All right. Thank you, Shobha. Do you have another listing you want to pitch?
Just that one right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anybody else with their hands raised, ready to show their, I have to stop sharing my screen so I can see whose hands are raised. Anybody else would like to pitch a listing? Or any buyer wants and needs, open houses. If you have any of them, I'm not going to go in a specific order, one person at a time. So if you have a buyer want need, a listing to pitch, feel free to come on and do that right now. All right. Do you know how to raise your hand? There's a little thing that you raise your hand, or you can just put in the chat, bring me in to all panelists or to all attendees. All right, I don't see any other hands raised. At noon, we have our culture committee for, the Gulf Beaches office. So we're gonna have a conversation there about how we can put together our task force. So feel free to join us if you're in the Gulf Beaches office on our Zoom committee call that will be happening here soon. Thank you all for coming today. And I just ask you each to go out and make the world a better place. Whatever you can do today to do that, showing love, being your best self, giving to others, helping buyers and sellers, go make this world a better place. Each one of us doing that is gonna propel us forward. So love to all of you. And thanks again for coming to the meeting today. If you need us, you know how to find us. We're here in the Market Center. Bye.